He's a really good horse, exceptionally good looking and fast.
Lord Nelson lunged to win the triple. Lord Nelson charting a course to the Breeders' Cup.
Lord Nelson, a dominating performance.
Hi everybody, Dan Illman, Mike Beer. It's Breeders' Cup Saturday. We're going to kick things off with race number 4, the Grade 1 Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies. Our coverage is presented by Mischief at Spendthrift Farm. Now let's take a look at that field. We're going 1 mile and a 16th. $2 million is the purse. Approximate post time, 3 o'clock Eastern. The morning line favorite, the number 7, Moonshine Memories, one of 3 in here, sired by Spendthrift Stallion, Malibu Moon. Moonshine Memories, flawless from 3 lifetime starts.
Yeah, 3 for 3 on the way in. She's already a dual Grade 1 winner, and she won around 2 turns at 1 mile and a 16th in her most recent start, the Chandelier. I mean, you know, I don't think there's anything, you know, super flashy about her. I'm not, like, blown away by any of her 3 races so far, but she's a real professional, hard-hitting kind of two-year-old. She's got nice tactical speed. You know, I get everything about her. I get why she's the morning line favorite. I get why she may win this race, but it's not like, to me anyway, it's not like she really stands out in this field.
No, she doesn't, but I agree with your assessment completely. She's not a songbird. She's not a beholder, but she's real rock solid. You just get the feeling she's going to be there at the finish of this race. She's going to show up and she's going to give her best. And she's probably the one to beat, I would say, based on her past performances. Now, the Timeform US pace projector, they think this pace is going to be feverish. And they've got the 7 Moonshine Memories up close to the pace, along with the number 9 Alluring Star, a third-time starter trained by Bob Baffert, who set the pace in the Chandelier and was run down by Moonshine Memories. Now, that was only start number 2 on a stretch out for Alluring Star. Do you think she could turn the tables?
I do think she can. I think she has a big chance to do it. You know, it's funny because Alluring Star, I liked her debut a lot. I thought she ran really, really well in that race. And I actually felt like she was favored over Moonshine Memories last time. And I actually thought that she would win. And I was actually a little surprised that Moonshine Memories, you know, was able to keep up with her and then close her down the stretch. When you watch the replay of that race, it's very clear that Alluring Star got really tired in the stretch of that race. I wonder, I'm happy they're giving her another chance to go long. I wonder if she's a little tighter for this and a little bit tougher to run down this time.
An $850,000 purchase earlier this year, the 9 Alluring Star, and Timeform US has her on the lead, being pressed by the 7 Moonshine Memories, as well as the 13 Separation of Powers for trainer Chad Brown. Let's go to the Chad Brown formulator fact. Over the past 3 years, with last out winning 2-year-old dirt routers in graded stakes, limited positive data for Chad. Now, first time 2 turns, tough outside post position, but this horse, there's always been some buzz about her.
They liked her a lot before her debut. There was word that she could run.
Her
debut was really impressive. Now it was, you know, one of those days at Saratoga early in that meet. Felt like speed was pretty good, inside was pretty good, and she was, of course, inside speed in that race, but there's no denying that she was super impressive winning first time out. I personally, she's a Grade 1 winner now. I personally am not thrilled with either of her last 2 races. I know it was a fast pace in the spin away and she got caught up in it. That's a very slow race for her to finish 3rd in, and I just think she was fine last time. I didn't think that there was anything special about the Frisette. She got it done in there. I wasn't blown away with that performance. Now she got to go 2 turns from post 13. She can win, Dan. I'm not betting her.
I understand your point about the spin away because it was a slow race, but I'm just going to give that race to her because she was just burned up, dueling down towards the rail in that spot. I agree with your take on the Frisette. It looked like for a brief moment she was spinning her wheels on the turn, and then she finally got into gear when they turned into the stretch, and she kind of outlasted these horses. Again, there's always been buzz about her. It is Chad, but you know she's going to take money. She's got to do it around 2 turns. I kind of like the way Caledonia Road ran on the Frisette to finish 2nd because she was making a prolonged inside move, and then she came out, took her shot at Separation of Powers and finished 2nd. This is start number 3. She's got to go 2 turns from a tough post, but I think she has some upside.
I think she has upside too. I think there's a chance she actually turns out to be pretty good, and obviously she'll be a much better price than Separation of Powers here. So that makes her at least mildly interesting to me. I will say when you start, you know, taking that Frisette apart, you know, it was sort of one of those faster early and slower late races. So maybe Caledonia Road had all the best of it there, trying to make up ground from off the pace, and Separation of Powers gets a little extra credit for that. I don't know, Dad. I guess if I was going to bet one of them, though, I'd give Caledonia Road another chance.
Maya Malibu, another one by Spendthrift Stallion. Malibu Moon, this horse ran second in the Spinaway. A little disappointed. She couldn't get it done that day, considering the blistering pace and the ground-saving trip. In the Frisette, she sort of just ran around there, one pace. But she is getting blinkers for a shrewd trainer in Graham Motion, and she still's got that beautiful pedigree that indicates the longer the better.
She really is bred to go longer, and so you would hope that at some point in her career, and it's probably going to happen as the distances stretch out, that she'll just take that step forward. Because right now she's too slow to win this race. I mean, it's not even close. But there's something there with her. I think there's a chance she turns out to be pretty good. It might just be next year.
Coming down from Canada is the number 11, Wonder Godot. Winner last time out of the Grade 3 Mazarine over a synthetic surface. She was heavily favored to win that day. She controlled the pace on the front end, and she kept going. Marcassi over the past 5 years doesn't do this very often with 2-year-olds. Last out winners moving from synthetic to dirt, but he has done well, 20% to positive ROI. There's been buzz about this horse as well. When you look at the pedigree, I don't think dirt should be a problem.
Yeah, I mean, she's really bred to handle the surface switch for this race. Now, it's not always easy to take horses like this. You've never run on dirt before, so you don't know, but it's not like, at least to me anyway, it's not like she's going to be some kind of short price in here. So if you like her, you think her 3 races that she's run so far make her a contender, I think they at least make her a marginal one. You could take a chance with her at a price.
Pieri Bianchi is like the faster doppelganger of Maya Malibu. She's a late-running 2-year-old. She's run faster. I liked her maiden win going 5 at a distance that I don't think really suited her. She kind of gutted that race out once she got to the outside. And I liked her performance in the Del Mar debutante. Now, Mario Gutierrez gave her just a beautiful ride to sort of angle from the middle of the track down nearer the rail on the backstretch and into the turn. Couldn't get to Moonshine Memories, but then ran okay first time 2 turns. Our friends at Time For Him think this pace is going to be fast. Maybe it all finally plays to a horse that has won at Del Mar.
Yeah, those are all very good points. And she's run well in all 3 of her last 3 starts. And I feel like, you know, in each of the last 2, the Grade 1s, she ran well both times. I thought she had her chance both times, and she just wasn't quite good enough. Moonshine Memories, at least at this stage, is better than she is. You know, we'll see about the pace. I guess there's a chance it gets really fast in here. I don't know. I looked at it and sort of felt like it doesn't have to be that fast. I mean, I don't think Moonshine Memories is going to go up there and duel the pace early in here, and I'll be surprised if they send separation of powers. I think she'll come out of there running, but I don't know if she's going to be up there dueling for it either. I'll be interested to see how this pace plays out.
Heavenly Love, the 3rd daughter of Spendthrift Stallion Malibu Moon in this field, just won the Grade 1 Alcibiades. First time 2 turns. It was a slow-paced race. It led to a slow final time of 80. You like the race a lot better than me. It was visually very solid and impressive. I just can't get over the slow time and the fact that nobody's come out of it yet.
Yeah, I can't argue with that. I mean, she got an 80 by her speed figure. It's not knocking anybody's socks off. On the other hand, and we do disagree on this, I think the Alcibiades is actually a good race. I thought she ran really well in there. And yes, it was a soft trip, right up on the lead, and I guess she was just better than those horses, but she won for fun in there. I really liked the way that she did it, and I think she took a big step forward last time. And the other thing about her is, it's not like that's the only race she's ever run. I know it was a turf race 2 starts back, but she was really impressive winning that race at Kentucky Downs. A big, wide run, strong finish in that race. The prep race, the first time out, I think that was just a prep going 5, and she had trouble at the start that time. I think she's good, Dan. She got a great post in this race. She'll get a good trip.
Let's talk about the horse she beat in the Alcibiades, the 3 Princess Warrior. I loved her debut at Churchill Downs. A lot of moxie for a first-time starting, inexperienced juvenile filly, where she was just down towards the inside and shoved her way through a tight spot and just kept right on going. She was far from embarrassed in the Alcibiades, stretching out 2.5 furlongs as the favorite in her second lifetime start. And if the pace is as fast as projected, boy, this one could be coming running late.
Yeah, and even if it's not, you know, some super fast pace, it's got to be faster than it was last time. I mean, she really felt like she was up against it last time. The longer I thought about this race, and after I saw my picks, and I probably should have put this horse on top, because she'll be a really good price in here. And I agree with you, her debut, and I know it was sprinting, but I think she'll go on, and she was, I mean, that was a really impressive debut, and I think this horse is pretty good. You don't like the Alcibiades? I like the Alcibiades. I put these 2 horses 1-2.
The day of the Alcibiades, Heavenly Love ran a mile and a 16th in 1:45.32. Earlier in the card, Geo Game won her dirt route debut in 1:44.74. I don't think she beat much, but she destroyed that field to the tune of 9 lengths. I think this is the same move Marcassi used last year with Valadorna, a maiden winner at Keeneland, sent to the Breeders' Cup, and she ran okay.
Yeah, I think that's right. This filly's actually run well in all 3 of her starts. You know, the first one rained off the turf. She was a good second. They tried turf second time. Yeah, she ran fine, but she's probably a better dirt horse, and obviously the last race was a good one. It's very interesting to me. You know, the time was faster, the figure was slower, so we'll see what happens. Leperoux had his choice. He wanted the other one, and I think he made the right call.
Wouldn't be a major Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies without Todd Pletcher. He's got Stainless coming in here at a big price. This horse very immature, I thought, behind the gate and in the post parade in several of her races on dirt, a couple of them at Saratoga. She didn't run badly at all. I don't like the flatters on turf. This horse ran really well over a soft course in the Jessamine. She's going to be coming from way out.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that second place finish last time, although that was a race that sort of fell to closers. Her and Rushing Fall both ran late. She just couldn't kick with that horse. Not many 2-year-olds can probably kick with Rushing Fall, though. She'll have to improve.
Blonde Bomber of the Fives won her last 2 races by 11 3/4 lengths.
Yeah.
Goes out for a Juvenile Guru and Stanley Gold. Just a little slow on paper.
Yeah, I mean, you know, too slow to win this right now, but improving at the right time for a really good trainer and bred to go long. I mean, I won't be surprised if she outruns her odds.
And the maiden Tell Your Mamas by Breeders' Cup Classic winner Blame should appreciate the distance, but really is up against it.
I will be surprised if she outruns her odds.
Let's take a look at our top selections for the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies. You like Heavenly Love. She's 9-2 on the morning line. And as you said, a good ground-saving mid-pack trip could be coming.
She should get the right trip in this race, and we'll just see if she can take the step forward she has to take to beat this field.
1, 3, 9, and 7 for Mike. I just love Moonshine Memory's consistency and professionalism. I think she's going to be in a great stalking spot when the real racing begins, and we'll see if she can gut it out for Simon Callahan. 7, 13, 9, and 8 for me in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies. Race number 4 at beautiful Del Mar on Saturday is an approximate post time of 12 o'clock Pacific, and our Juvenile Fillies coverage presented by Into Mischief at Spendthrift Farm.